Afternoon, everybody. This video is going to give a short recap of atomic structure and the basic subatomic particles within an atom. What we talked about yesterday in class were these fundamental basic concepts in looking at protons, neutrons, and electrons. We said that protons are positively charged and they are located in the nucleus. We also said that they have a mass of 1 AMU, and we said that AMU represents atomic mass unit. We said that neutrons are like Switzerland, and they are neutral. They are also located inside the nucleus, and they also have a mass of 1 AMU. And that mass is going to become important in the second video where we look at isotopes. And last but not least, we have the electrons, who are negatively charged. These guys are located outside of the nucleus, and we'll talk more about their location or lack of in the next unit. You will hear some people say that they're located in energy levels. You'll hear some people say they're located in electron clouds, and both of those things are somewhat true. Electrons are so unbelievably small that they actually have a mass of 0 AMU. Which you and I, again, understand isn't possible because they do have mass. It's just a really small mass, and therefore we consider them to have no mass. What we'll learn in Unit 4 is that they behave more like a light wave, and again, we'll take a look later on. So we've got these three basic particles, and one of the things that I do want to mention is that there are smaller particles within these called quarks that we will not study whatsoever in this course, but if you definitely take an upper level chemistry or a college level chemistry, you'll discuss those more in depth. So we have these three particles, and it all starts here in the nucleus. Now, if you look at your periodic table, each element is represented in a square, and at the top, you have a number, you have the symbol, below the symbol, you have the name, and then below the name, you have the average atomic mass. Okay. This top number right here is what we call the atomic number. And that atomic number represents the number of protons in an atom. I mean, being completely honest here, that is by far the most important number and one that has to become second nature to you. So if you were looking at your periodic table right now, you would see that sodium has 11 protons. And think about what that means. That means that it has 11 positive charges. So if this right here were the nucleus of sodium, we would see 11 positive protons. And I don't think I'm going to be able to fit all those in there. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Within this one, you've also got some neutrons. What we'll do is kind of a general rule of thumb. We take the average atomic mass and we can subtract the atomic number, and that's going to tell us the number of neutrons, which means in this situation we'd have 12 neutrons. But you and I both understand that it's a little bit more complicated than that, and so let's kind of pause on thinking about the neutrons for a little bit. And then the last thing is the electrons. We said that our electrons are going to be located in these energy levels outside of the nucleus, and again, that's actually a little bit more complex, but let's just keep it simple for right now. In a neutral atom of sodium, that means that there's the same number of positive and negative charges. Therefore, if this is neutral, it has 11 positive charges and it has 11 negative charges. So we're saying that it has 11 protons and it has 11 electrons, positive, negative, giving it an overall charge of 0. When we put electrons into these energy levels, there are a lot of rules we're going to follow, but let me again just start simple and tell you that you can put 2 electrons in the first energy level, and only 2. That's all that can fit there. In the second energy level, we can take up to 8. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 8 in the second level, 2 in the first level, which is 10. But I know that there's an 11 in total electrons, which means I have one more electron out here in that outer energy level. This, what we have right here, is called a Bohr diagram, and we'll deal with those more in Unit 4. But for right now, the most important thing that you need to know is that atoms are made up of protons, neutrons, and electrons. that protons are positively charged, located in the nucleus, and have a mass of 1 AMU. That neutrons are neutral, like Switzerland. They're located in the nucleus, and they weigh 1 AMU. And the last thing is that the electrons are negatively charged, located outside of the nucleus, and also weigh 0 atomic mass units. And let's go ahead and stop right there for right now.